Do I got any of my cool stuff? Oh, so many cool stuff. Let's start you on a map or something. That sounds like a good thing.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's take you to the Menagerie Hall's main floor. That sounds like a fun activity. A lot of cool stuff going on here. What do you guys think? Is this the map you guys want to be on?
Yeah. Sure.
I may speak.
Got to figure out where my freaking room's gonna be anyway, or if it's gonna be on another floor or whatever.
I think Eatsley was going to go into the human city this session, too.
No, we're going to start making our way towards the capital.
Okay.
I think that was the plan.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make your way?
I think that's what the plan was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna use a Phil Express? Are you guys gonna make your way down? Yeah.
How far away is the nearest capital, or is the capital that we're supposed to go to?
Well, for Phil, even at his speed, it'll probably take you guys a week to get there.
What about the moonboat?
Moonboat, take you about a week to get there.
I
Unless you-
think Moonboat's safer.
Okay.
Because we don't need adventurers, basically dragon hunters, coming out of the cities to fight us.
Phil
I like
is a hot topic, tell you what.
And then we could all just port through whoever's in the boat, which is Allie, the pilot of the moonboat. So,
Yep, moonboat professional.
I
Are you
mean,
certified moonboat operator?
Hi.
Nice.
I mean, we could also teleport.
That is definitely a thing. Yep.
We have somebody who's been there who can just bobbity boofy, and we're
who's
outside
been
of
there?
town. Einless.
Mindless. Oh, okay.
Huh, fair.
It is
So
true.
through
has been
your
there.
bond, you can like just teleport. It should be great. Okay.
Yeah, and we could just teleport
Save
there.
us a week. Yeah.
If that's cool with everybody, we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, where are you gonna teleport to is the interesting question.
Also
based on conversations priorly had with Einless, I know we cannot just pop up inside the city. They'll count it as an invasion. We have to go through bunny ears here, protocols, and enter through the main gate.
Yeah. I also have a certified merchant license.
Nice.
It's hard to argue with that one.
All I've got is the Sacred Flame.
all I got
Which
is
has it.
Susie.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good, all I'm told. Why don't you guys strategize? Let's actually move you guys to the map with Lord Gaul on it. And you guys could talk it out with the Meister himself. Guys will be off the map. We got the Eatsley, Indrid still on her boat. Ash and Fur, Einless. Oh, we need a Susie. Susie, no. Oh, you're on the previous map. And then we can put you there. Hi, yeah. Boat. Indrid's still on her boat.
Everybody has their own comfy spot.
Exactly. Okay. You guys are next in front of Lord Gaul. You guys want to strategies? Or what's the plan here?
So, if we're going to teleport there, I definitely think that teleporting outside the gate would be the best idea. I'm going to march up in my robes and on my horse and see if we can get in without using the merchant license, but the merchant license is there to help.
So, according to Einless, I don't even have to technically be mentioned because as I'm a contracted monstre to a high-level mage, through legal loophole, I qualify as a familiar.
Yeah.
So they couldn't stop me going in if they wanted to.
They can. They're just gotta use idiot no jutsu.
Yeah, but then they'd have a pissed off mage breathing down their neck.
Some people are just that level of stupid.
That's fair.
Susie Indrid, I can get you guys in with my merchant license, but that means you have to behave.
I plan on not even going with you guys and just popping up whenever I want to.
They can't stop you anyways because you're an apostle of Idirondale, and if you're going to the temple to pay respects to Apollo, who's the husband of Idirondale, those people are just as dumb to try and stop you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll stay at home base until I want to come over.
I will be super stealth.
Be advised, guys.
I like it.
It doesn't matter if we're good. I was told that basically, unless we're attacked first, we cannot attack.
No attack, only protect.
And your spooking of people would qualify as an attack.
Super stealth.
Okay.
You just have to, turn down the volume of your spooks. Mute so you don't kill them.
Mind-breaking spook level.
Stealth.
Yeah, you can't spook them if you're sneaky. And then you pop up and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, Indrid is going to use this opportunity to learn how to be as sneaky as possible to help with his jump scares.
Nice.
Ooh.
I dig it. How into this are you gonna get, Indrid? How sneaky are we talking here?
As into it as I can possibly get. I want you to make me do stealth rolls constantly. I am going to become one with the shadows.
You got it. Incentivizing the GM to have you just roll like crazy. Bring it. Love it. Well, let's start with a stealth roll. Just as a practice. You're not there yet. I'm already having you roll stealth.
Okay, let's do it.
No.
So it's agility, so I do have a +10.
Good start.
Yeah. Super stealth. Indra just melts into the wall.
It's kind of spooky.
do you think
Super
you're doing?
Floof approves this message.
That is pretty stealth. You do that Homer thing where he walks backwards in a bush, like you see.
Exactly.
Okay. Right.
I'm so happy.
I'm so glad that you're so happy, Abigail.
Okay. So, what are you guys feeling? Guys, let's see. Up. Unless is like, I could technically just teleport us to my master's abode, but it's certainly it's kind of a dungeon in of itself.
Will the town freak out if we come walking out of it?
Probably, but you wouldn't be the only cause of the freak out. Mostly because my master makes things.
I think the gate would be safer.
Fair, yeah, no, fair.
There is a saying I heard in Skyhold: better
Mhm.
safe than suicidal.
That's a good one.
I didn't know. Wait a second. How come you guys get the that information?
Mm.
Because I'm cute and fluffy, and when I'm wandering around sticking my nose into things, people go, no, 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 that's dangerous.
Oh.
And then they start lecturing me on why I shouldn't do certain things. So I find out a lot.
Oh, also because you're with the Paladin Redeemery,
That too.
aka the hero.
Okay, is that a bad thing?
Ah, yes, no. Suicidal is the name of the game. With heroes.
I mean, he's pretty low key. He doesn't.
Right,
He's
but
not
when...
dumb.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm saying he's suicidal because he's the one that runs into danger.
Oh, do you mean in that way? I don't have a good comeback for that. Yeah.
It's Eatsley. You generally won't.
That doesn't
So,
mean I like it.
mhm. When you stop following the person that runs into danger, I think you'll have a safer time.
Am I really going to though?
Probably not.
No, because now you're with Ashton Fur.
Oh well, he's the one who said it, not me.
I'm a danger magnet.
At least you're adorable.
And fluffy.
Yeah, and that's it. That was never in question. Uh, I'm gonna guess you guys have a lot of money.
Mm,
Do you
Depends
have
on the
money?
type.
Yeah, I have money. Why?
You might have to bribe your way in.
And that's fine.
Oh, that just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be way harder to convince you. A
No.
lot of monsters get really upset when the human's bad.
No,
I
that's
just-
also why I have this form, and Ethan's going to turn into a human.
Ah!
I'm like, ha ha ha, look at me, I'm a human, and I do human things. Ha 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 ha.
So dashing.
Like pay taxes and cry.
Oh no!
I can pay taxes and discriminate against Monstray.
Wait, I thought we could pay taxes too.
Only if you want to. I mean,
Yeah, no, we don't.
it's a. This is why humanoids have a really hard time with Monstray, is you guys get paid just to live
It's true.
by the dungeon. They need to pay to live in the city.
It's like reverse taxes.
Yes, your
We
dungeon core has taxes they have to pay you.
Yeah, we qualify as a socialist commune, while most human societies are competitive. Oh, what's the word?
Capitalist monarchies.
Yeah, capitalist monarchies that oppress the weak.
Don't Monstray oppress the weak?
No, we oppress idiots, which is mostly humans.
Oh, well, that works for me, I guess.
Yeah, because most humans try to come into our house and rob us. And, in human society, that gets you shot.
Or stabbed.
Yeah.
Or actually a lot of things, now that I think about it.
And for some reasons, humans get angry at us for, defending our homes.
You just look at her and be like, I don't know if it's a lot, but I know my piggy bank has 106 dungeon platinum in it.
Nice.
That'll do it. Yeah. By the way, don't forget, your chests have been accumulating wealth the whole time.
I have been keeping track. Since I joined, it has been 106 days. That's why I know I have 106 platinum. Because I get 1 dungeon platinum a day.
You do get quite a bit, yeah.
106 days, eh?
That is since I joined, which was when y'all arrived at the library the first time.
Basically the beginning of Arc 2. I'm like, all right, shall we start walking?
We're walking or teleporting? I thought we were teleporting.
We're teleporting.
Okay.
It's a Wanderer joke.
Oh, so we're wandering outside to teleport. Got it.
That's so goofy.
We're gonna wander our way over.
Okay.
Remember to mask the teleport so they don't know where it's coming from.
That would be important. Yeah, that would be good.
I mean, we can teleport from Skyhold.
Don't give it to me. I'll eat it all.
No,
that would be
not
goofy.
Skyhold. You can teleport from the underworld.
We could teleport from the moon.
Alternatively,
Don't give them any ideas that you're hostile or going to be a problem, because then they get.
Alternatively, we can just go to the next town over and go from there and then teleport.
Yeah.
That works. So teleport to small town, teleport to big town? Because overlapping teleports will jumble where they came from?
Yep.
And remember to put on our VPNs. Let's go.
VPN?
Your teleport VPN.
Yeah.
Are you tired of the government tracking your positions at all times when you teleport?
Yes.
Try Nord Teleport VPN.
This is not a paid advertisement.
Till it is.
I have to go make sure that wasn't a kitten.
So, fun fact, guys, we just got back home from the city, and Allie didn't go up to check on them immediately when we got home. So we take a nap, and next thing you know, there's a plate smashing down the stairs where the cats are, and you're like, well, I guess I gotta go check on them now. We have little kittens, and they did the cat thing. Let's push a plate over the edge. Oh well. Anyway, tangent aside.
Getting through. I just need somebody to roll a 1d100.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys will get harangued and harassed at the front gate until somebody comes over and goes, "Oh no!" Pushes all the guards out of the way. Come on in. Just go. No, just here's your paperwork. You're gonna need this if somebody confronts you. Don't ever not have this.
Mhm.
Or else bad things.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, you're gonna. Oh, that's right. You're stealthing. I need stealth. Give me that sweet stealth. How are you gonna get your boat in?
I'm
You
gonna
gonna leave it
summon
behind?
my cloud, and
Uh,
I'm gonna cover my boat with my cloud.
okay.
I can give you an orb of invisibility if you want it too.
Yes.
That's so funny.
I'll just do a triple extended, so it'll last 48 hours. Orb of invisibility over her, giving her the plus whatever to stealth that invisibility gives.
You want to reroll that, Ellie?
The system.
With lucky.
Yeah, I'll reroll that one. Oh, that one's it's a plus 10, so
You passed,
yeah,
But-
just barely.
but that's not good for your stealth roll, though.
I gotta remember to add my plus 10. I'm just getting all the bad ones out of the way to start.
Mhm.
You at one point are trying to sneak, and then you hit one of the guard towers, and it goes bonk, 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 bonk. Someone's like, "Is that a woodpecker?" What? Do you hear that, Frank? I do, in fact, hear that, John. What is that? And they kind of look over. Is that a cloud? Why is this? John, get a look at this. There's a cloud. It's hit our watchtower. Huh. Should we report this? Yeah, probably. Cloud, get out of here. You gotta go through the front gate, Cloud. We'll call the alarm.
I'm gonna fly away. This was embarrassing.
They just shake their heads. They're like, clouds these days. I didn't know that's what they were all about. Did you know clouds could do that? Nah, but anything can happen in this wild world. Tell you what.
How's everybody else getting in? They're all going as everybody else going through the front gate?
Yeah, they're just going through the front gate like Chads.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my boat floating in the sky, disguised as a cloud.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go through the front gate.
Okay, they're gonna go. Everyone at the front gate's like, "Oh no!" And that other guy who
I will go in my disguise that I bought.
They're definitely not injured.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still gonna have you roll stealth because you asked for it.
Yes.
Because I can.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of jaunt through like nothing to see here at
Just a
all.
dude
Nope.
being a dude.
Dude being a dude. And they're like, what's your name?
Dude.
Where are you from, dude?
Dudeville.
One of the guy looks at you like, so you're dude from Dudeville. Are you a noble? I've never heard
Maybe.
of Dudeville.
I'm gonna slip a little bit of money into the guy's hand and be like, we keep that on the down low.
How much? Because that's an active bribe. That could go horribly right or horribly wrong. And not anywhere in between. How much money you feeling this bribe is gonna need?
I remember we were told the average guard's salary on a weekly basis is like 2 gold in a town.
If they're manning the walls, if they're patrolling the inside, it's half that.
So if you slipped a platinum in this dude's hand,
A dungeon platinum, which
you'd
is
be paying a month of his salary.
more than that. If it's a dungeon platinum, you'd be paying a year of his salary. Dungeon platinums are doubloon sized, and gold are quarters, the size of quarters in the human kingdom. But you have this freaking disc that you can just be like, slap!
Yeah, I'll slip him one of those.
And he goes, Sir Dude. Yes, of course. And he will get you paperwork for Sir Dude of Dude Town, his dudiness.
His dudiness. Perfect. I love it.
Because, I mean, in this setting, there are towns named after the nobles who are the center of it. So that's where, like, Johnstown comes out. You know, like, so you're just Sir Dude from Dudestown. His doodliness.
I love it. That's who I am now.
Definitely not injured, though.
Definitely not injured.
Grab your tokens. Alright. I couldn't find a front gate thing that I liked, but the rest of the city's built. So let's start you here. I'm gonna have your boat be to the side.
Okay.
It's just a boat. You know what? I can make this better. Let's get a cloud for the boat. Cloud. We like clouds. Let's put a cloud on that boat. Where is it? Premium assets, marketplace purchases, spellcaster's fix. Scrolling. No, not a massive spider web. Fog. Foggy boat. There you go. And you guys will be moved. Hiya! You guys are in the streets. Not a lot of people in this part of town because there's a lot of noise, but if you move up, most likely find people. There's also stores and businesses you can go into. And there is one weird tower on the corner of town, the northwest corner, and it's a giant clock tower. Each of the faces of the clock tower, where there's the clock face that with the hands, has a different color, and you guys can feel the magic course through your body, and it vibrates your teeth about how much magic's rolling off that tower.
Be like, that's your master's place?
Yeah. Sleeps in the very top of the tower, not in a grand palatial like study. No, just sleeps in the fucking attic like a weirdo.
Does he like require a unnaturally large amount of mana to maintain the vibration of his bones to be comfortable?
I don't know. They're an elf. They're an internal being. They're what all mages want to be. They couldn't find a way to generate enough mana, so they made a tower to give them infinity mana.
So an eternal one like you now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Scratch his floof.
You know what? These people are obsessed with mana and magic. I think they just need a really strong drink.
Oh, they got that here in spades.
To the tower. I want to get this over with.
Well,
now we're going to
the cathedral?
the
Or
cathedral.
The cathedral. Sorry.
Fair.
The main temple.
Yes. All right, one sec. Easily turns back into a Skellerman, right? And he pulls out his divine horse
Da 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 da, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh,
Right.
he's one of them. He's one of the chosen by Apollo." And Zeke, you can feel just guffaw heartily because he's like, "Oh, they think he serves my big brother. No, that homie's mine, bro."
Mhm.
Oh, your patron's having a great time. It's so funny for to them.
I'll offer to Islandless to ride as well, because, I'm at least civilized.
You're gonna be civilized.
Yeah.
All right. How civil you feeling? Like,
Well, Islandless can ride right behind me, and we'll put the floof on top of the horse's head.
oh, okay. Do you want to like carry definitely not Indrid in a red wagon behind you?
Not
I mean, I don't
sneaky
think-
enough. I'm gonna hide in the horse's shadow.
Stealth test. Give me that stealth test.
Come on.
Faster! Ah, panic!
Don't forget to get the bonuses for being in shadow.
Oh, right. I get bonuses for being in shadow, don't I?
Plus 20.
And for being invisible.
Well, I passed.
You're sneaking. For now. For now.
Off to the cathedral.
You can definitely see it from here. It is pretty wild.
Slowly make our way there.
Go ahead and make your way across the map.
Here?
Yeah,
Alright.
gotta move.
Hmm.
Oh, Susie's in the boat. In the boat. In the boat.
Remember,
No.
Susie's not even there. So that's why I
Not
thought
yet.
I'd keep the character yet.
Islandless should be able to be controlled by. What is it, Silverfang? Yeah. There you go. Islandless brings the floof.
Yes. Totally draped around your shoulders right now.
Oh yeah. All right. Grab you in the boat. Move you to next street. There's people. Spooky.
Continuing north to get to the cathedral, I'm guessing.
Duh. You're correct.
Oh, wait. I know who that is.
Okay.
Who is what where?
That one.
Hmm?
Are they picking on a kid? Is that what's happening?
Nope.
No.
No.
That's-
This is Paladin, who's literally shining with golden radiance just passively, and they're teaching the kids. They're on a field trip from school.
That's
Okay.
nice.
I thought that was my paladin.
Mm.
Okay, good. We were gonna be a little concerned.
They have a very distinct similarity, like
Yeah.
sisters.
I will wave at them though.
They'll wave back, like, huh? Give you kind of a little bit of a salute because you're riding a radiant horse. Like, okay, nothing to see there, I guess. Somebody roll me a. Never mind. Eatsley's just gonna talk at somebody, and they're gonna be like, "Ah, yes, you have words. They are fancy." You guys will
Okay.
get in there. It is a tithe required to get into the cathedral. It is 2 gold, which is a fortune, but it's human gold. So you guys can literally give them a dungeon gold and just get through, but each of you has to pay for it.
Yeah.
I just put in. I just flip out a platinum to cover me and Einless.
Uh-huh.
It's a church. I was
Indrid, stealth test! I think I spooked Indrid. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep, I gave you the spook. Now you gotta give me that test.
It's done.
I am currently heavily scrutinizing your roll there.
I got a plus 20 for being in shadow, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Who sent me a message? What's going on here? Yes. Yep. You'll have quite a few people kind of like, is that what I think it is? Oh, I think it is. Brother, I hear you have the sacred frame, brother. That's me being a goofball. Sorry. Right. Let's put you on the next map. Was it that one? It was that one. Duh. That one. Oh yes, the approach is a long way to go.
Right.
Following easily at this point because he's supposed to be my escort.
Yep. It says you're riding a horse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, don't make contact with his mother. Or with his sister. Mother Superior? Probably Mother Superior.
Kind of squint over at you. Gives you kind of a stern look like, don't you cause no trouble. Watching you.
At least it's not at me. She would have a tongue stuck out at her.
Exactly.
No, it was at all of you.
Oh, and then she is totally getting a tongue stuck out at her.
I never. Like, try not to. Never mind. You just went with it. All right. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. And then of course, boat. Well, I'm bringing the boat along just in case the boat you just need it.
Yep.
Never know when you need a boat.
Yeah, you guys walk through a beautiful fall courtyard. Walk around this kind of a big center turnstile with a tree in the middle. Boat. She's on a boat.
Nah. More guards.
There's so many guards here. It's actually pretty
It's
crazy.
It's a high temple. Were you expecting anything less?
I mean, I was expecting, I don't know. Something more humble.
They're humans.
It's Apollo. I'm making sure this paladin doesn't stop me.
We have such honored guests. Come on in.
Oh, okay.
Boat. Comes the boat. It's gonna clock him. Bah! Right in the face.
Right in the kisser.
Yeah, right in the kisser. Yeah, he doesn't even know. Time for boat. I'm gonna put the boat over here. It's gonna be boat-tastical. All right.
Yes.
You guys are led through a bit. I'm gonna shrink you down a little, Ashen Fur.
Okay.
Andrew, I'm gonna shrink you down a little bit. Hiya.
It's mostly floof anyway.
All the individuals kind of stand up or look over, like, whoa.
Stealth to hide from all the individuals?
Yep, and there's no shadows to be found here, not in the Temple of Apollo. In fact, there's so much light, it's a minus 20.
Minus 20, okay.
Oh yeah, instead of the plus 20. See how spooketh you can be.
It's 25. It's okay.
I'm going to give you some assistance from the fire because it is a skill.
I already rolled, though.
I know. I can still give you assistance after. You have an extra +3 on that.
Okay.
So 4 degrees?
Oh, no. Like 6 degrees. +30, I mean.
Oh! No, that'd be because each plus 10 is a single degree? Because they have 1?
Yeah.
So it's 4 total.
Yeah.
No, I just need to pass. Once I pass, I give a +30 if I have the skill.
Right. So they get they pass with 1 degree. Oh no, you pass with 1 degree. I'm looking at my brain went yeah. Now 6. Okay. Whew. Okay. I almost fell face first into that one. Yikers. Okay. Thank you. You're sneaking in, and then a light beam goes ka-tunk on top of you. None of that. This is a holy place. There's no need to sneak about. Unless you have something to hide.
All in good fun.
I suppose. This is no simple pilgrimage for you. Very well. How can I be of assistance?
Which one's talking to us?
The one at the dais behind the chair, and his voice doesn't boom across the room. He doesn't yell. He talks normally, and it's like he's talking right next to you.
Ash will just hold up a paw. I'm here to make a delivery.
He has to stop himself before smiting you.
And I'm gonna make sure I'm dismounted for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was told to escort him here.
And he stands up, goes to the actual sepulcher and goes, very well. I am Grand Paladin Garom. Everyone's still watching.
Yep.
I'm Ashen Fur, the bearer of the sacred flame.
I see.
I am the Soul Warden Eatsley.
You do not serve Apollo, you serve him. And at somewhere in the room, one stack of something is perfectly balanced itself with another stack of something. Like it's just the balance of like a stack of paper that's too high and a stack of paper that's too small. Now it's 2 perfectly medium-sized stacks of paper. And Tiki's like, yeah, I fucked with it. I balanced those papers real good. Tiki's having a great laugh at this. This is prime comedy.
Yeah.
As we call it, divine comedy.
Is it a divine comedy? All right. Easy will be like, I am. And they will bear their soul lantern as proof of station.
I'm guessing it looks like Thresh's lantern, which is made of bone and darkness and death. No?
Easley's is actually looks like it is a Thresh lantern, but it's his lunar lantern, lunar emperor lantern.
Okay.
Because it's influenced by his sands of time.
So it's not as spooky looking.
No.
Okay.
Susie would like to make her entrance now as she steps, a portal opens up, and Susie steps out.
I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller.
There you go.
And they're like, oh, everyone pulls their weapons, and a beam of moonlight appears, and you kind of dust your apostles' robes off. And you can feel Apollo kind of narrow his eyes at everyone in the room, like, mm-mm. My wife would be so displeased. And if my wife is displeased, I'm displeased. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I'm late. Hi, I'm Susie, Apostle of Idirndale.
Of Idirndale, an actual apostle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. By my right as the Grand Paladin, I will ask you your proof of labor. Recant the tasks that you were required to gain apostleship with Idirndale.
Okay. Well, first things first. I went to the store one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm a moon spider, so I need some moon stuff. So I got myself a moonstone. And then I evolved, and that moonstone turned into a quest that I had to...
Several paladins shudder at the word evolve.
I had to now deliver this divine teardrop of Idirndale to be baptized in a moonwell. The next steps involved going to Skyhold and completing the 10-step program of the dungeon, allowing Idirndale's side to not.
You've already
be
made
so
a terrible
stormy.
mistake. You said Skyhold in the most bland manner possible. You know what you have to do.
I thought that was for the ship, but we went to Skyholds.
And everyone's like, here! like they were held hostage, like they had to do it. They're like, oh, wait, what?
And we completed a mighty quest through Idirndale and Apollo's dungeon. Their home.
The castle in the sky.
Castle in the sky. We completed that. And our success led us to the moon side, where we found the moonwell.
You completed all 10 levels of the tower. That
is correct. Our whole family here did.
Yeah, and you actually see in the back, Susie, a standard that it's basically a big piece of cloth that hangs down from the ceiling, is being etched in moonlight, as you describe it. Depictions of your feats.
Mm-hmm. And as we approached the moonwell and baptized the tear, we then had to go on another adventure, someplace unexpected, but expected at the same time. We entered the threshold of the moon, leaving this plane. We literally went to the moon, yes.
Several of the paladins just look up at the ceiling like, you can go there? That's a place?
Yeah.
They're like, what?
Brother has a vacation home there.
You're gonna be smited sometime soon, but you're doing this on purpose. You're antagonizing them on purpose.
Well, it's true. And remember, he's a prankster. He has to do this.
I know. You're egging them on. Shit.
So
they have to protect me.
Our family descended upon the moon, went towards a place unexpected, but expected as the task involved us to go to the trial. We needed to follow the correct steps to get to not the palace as expected, but someplace else entirely. We walked
I
up the
see.
mountain in the correct steps, made our way to the end, and delivered the baptized tear to the offering bowl of Idirondale.
Hmm.
And then she decided to make me an apostle, and I didn't expect it, so here I am.
And do you possess another one of their raiments besides your apostle robes?
Susie will spend Susie will spend 3 legendary actions to form an arrow. Actually, doesn't she? It's the first one for free.
Yep.
First day, first one for free. She
remember, you have more than that because we didn't do the upgrades because of the tiara.
I know. I was going to say that.
You get 4 free a day.
Nice.
One
And
for every tier you upgraded.
we strike back the bow, and as she sees the sketching being done, she'll right where the period's supposed to go, she'll throw back and hit the arrow where the period is to emphasize her completion of the labor.
Yep. And the period will form, and underneath is a copy of the bow with 3 arrows knocked in
Perfect.
kind of a fan-like motion.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of, when it finishes, it beams with golden light, and it stays that way instead of going gold like many of the other standards here. That's just solid gold instead of radiance. There's only one tabard that has glowing radiance of Apollo on it, and it's just kind of off in the corner. It's not center towards the DS or the sepulcher. It's kind of just off to the side. So that guy is probably an apostle. The rest of these guys are just devout. He's like, I see. Well, then you are welcome here. You can feel the uncomfortable and like the disdain and just all sorts of, they're not welcome here. That's a monstrous. And he just kind of levels his gaze at everyone in the room.
I know I'm a spider. So what? It's okay.
I see what you did there. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I see what you did there, Johnny. All right. Well played.
Okay.
So, what do we owe the pleasure? Miss Apostle.
I'm just here to make sure you guys don't give my family a hard time.
I see.
I also need to give her my respects, as this would be my first time to this temple.
If you would
and I'm
please,
always with my family.
If you would please, we haven't had an apostle of Idirondale arrive in some time. Could you bless this cathedral?
I will do my best, for sure.
Okay.
Susie will bring her hands up and do some astral drawings of the sun and moon, and say, "I bless this temple."
Okay. The scrawlings will form into moons, all the different phases, but they all then form an eye that opens up and stares at everything in the room. And several of the feats on the tabards burn away. Falsehoods. Lies. Burns away. The
that is her thing. Yeah.
Burns away. All of the things that are exaggerated. Only the true feats, as recorded, as it happened, can be present. And a lot of the paintings and the art, the glass, everything that is a lie burns away or turns to dust. Half the room. And only the true is laid bare. And the paladins are basically up in arms, and he holds up a hand. There seems to be a lot of falsehood that we have been falsely led to believe. We thank Idirndale and their apostle for chasing away these lies.
It is not my thanks, but Apollo's that you should give. I am the one who can see the lies, but Apollo is the one who makes them burn true.
Like the lies burn true, or like burn away the lies?
Burn away the lies.
Okay. And he will do a quick 30 minutes little sermon of thanks and prayer to both Apollo and then Idirndale.
A quick 30 minutes.
No, sorry, 30 seconds.
Okay.
That's what I meant. But you know what? That's pretty quick sometimes.
Yeah.
30-second
Yeah.
prayer. We'll stay away from the 30-minute quick sermon. Thank you, Allie.
You're welcome.
You know, you're here to keep me on my toes. I didn't even know I stumbled there. In my brain, it went seconds. What came out was not that word. Thank you, brain. But thank you, Allie.
Gotta keep us on track. You know, we're on a time crunch.
Yeah, we were on a schedule. Let's wrap this shit up. I got people to spook. I don't have 30 minutes. This is cutting into quality fright time, man. That season, you know? Can't miss out. People leave out milk and cookies for me during this time of year.
Ash will just hold up a paw. Can I get escorted to the prime statue of Apollo now?
And a figure made of pure light appears through the stained glass window behind him, and a hand will open as it extends towards you. And there's just this beautiful smile, just for you.
He will step off, you know, and do his float, because he'll just float aside, up and ignite one of the tails in the flame and put it in the hand.
Holds it up, and a flash of light bursts through it. And then it shrinks down to a candle flame, and he'll hand it back to you.
Gives a bow of respect before taking it back.
Yeah, you have to grow the flame, but now it's yours.
Yay. And he is dancing his way back.
Wiggle, 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 dance.
Right back on Island's shoulder. But that will complete that quest.
Susie will give you a clap and say, "Congratulations on receiving your sacred flame."
Yeah.
Yay.
Easy remember to summon his horse.
It just kind of rears its head, then looks down and goes, nay. Doesn't make a big deal about it. It's just like, what's up, bitches? Nay.
Yep, I'm gonna...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna pet him.
Okay. That beam of light will shine down and solidify the horse. Horse good.
Mm-hmm.
You've completed your quest.
Susie will also give you a small clap. Good job on getting your horse easily.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Cody will float out of your bag, by the way, and go, there is not enough magic in here.
Cody?
Yeah.
We gotta ask permission first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Not your temple.
Achoo!
God damn it.
Several of the books flitter with magical mana power, and runes flare up. All right, you should be able to understand those codices now. But Direndale blessed this place, so it got rid of all the falsehoods. Do you think that was limited to pictures and statues? No. Chased away the lies and the books, but it only burnt it away, so you're just missing a bunch of text. So I filled them in with the truth.
Is
He's
now
gonna
petting Cody's spine.
He's gonna smile and balance in all things as it should be.
Uh-huh. Cody's just like, I did a mischief.
I just look up at the Grand Paladin. This is Cody.
The vociferous codex, yes. From the god of magic. But you are not yet an apostle. Do you aim to be?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him before. He gave me a book. The best.
Then he is
book.
talking to you now. That is how he talks. Through objects of magic. And through knowledges. Followers of Paragonus tend to find themselves with the right books at the right pages for their magical curiosity. Followers of Paragonus are blessed by knowledge. And his holy symbol is a tome.
Looking at Cody with a squinty eye. Really?
But
Cool.
I'm just Cody. I'm not Paragonus. I'm just Cody. But I'm one of his special, divine artifacts.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're still the best spellbook.
I am the best at spellbook. This guy gets me. Everyone's just like, oh, that book is talking a lot. Stop that immediately. Books are for reading, not for talking with.
But isn't reading just a form of talking?
Just
they glare at you, and the words they glare at you is silence you.
Just I am thinking it, Cody. You should make it so all the books talk at them.
No, just that really important looking one. And it just goes,
Make it
I talk now! Words! We should go. Somebody just puts another book on top. I sleep now! Grand Paladin just looks at that. No one's allowed to burn that, otherwise we'll be cursed by Paragonus. I know how much you all want to. Refrain.
3 temple blessings in one day.
Yes. But it does show that we are still in favor. If we weren't, these blessings would have been a terrible curse instead. And this sacred place would have been condemned. May that be a reminder to all who follow Apollo. He is not alone. He favors us, but there are others in his pantheon who support others in this world. Be careful who you grow prejudice against without even meeting. Otherwise, you may find yourself an enemy you cannot afford.
Oh,
That
right.
does remind me still to find that paladin.
Grand Paladin Garome, was it?
Gorum, yes.
I was asked to do something not as a quest, but as that friendly request type thing.
Yes.
So, would you care to join me and a special friend for tea?
I suppose. I will have to bring my protectors, but that'll be limited to 2.
We will do it in your temple, just you.
Very well. I'm a bit busy at this moment, but I will clear my schedule for tomorrow. Say
Right.
noontime?
Okay. I'll let Shiny know.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy
Wait, I
the
don't have
town.
to.
Take these. These are starbursts. These pins will allow you to go around unmolested. There are some very enthusiastic individuals in this city, either through stupidity, greed, both, or belligerence. They may try to inconvenience you, accost you, or worse. This should show that we support you and give thanks for the blessings we have received. You may call upon our services, and the guards should come to your protection in the case you need it.
I'm just going to lift my neck, revealing the medallions that I've gotten from Idarendale, the Elemental Stormlord,
Yeah, just
and the Realm of Dreams, and just add it to that collection.
bink. Now, these pens do not protect you from your own malfeasance. You are here as guests, and even if you became full residents, which you could with your station, you still must follow the law and civility. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You may travel our halls in our most sacred cathedral and sacred temple as you wish. There are doors that are locked. If they open for you, then that is your favor. If they remain locked, please do not try and force your way in. Or you can go about town.
Grand Paladin,
Yes,
I'm looking for one of your paladins.
I know. Their sister is here, their twin sister. They will find you tomorrow. We will set up a space for you to conclude. Wouldn't say a rivalry, but
I mean, they started it, so.
Conclude the physical discussion.
that is a good way to put it.
As you guys have been talking, Susie went up to Apollo and offered the sunstone she had. Just nice and quietly.
And fill it with power and hand it back.
She'll nod that. Say,
he has blessed it. It is now divine grade.
okay. All right, she puts that away into her space, and that's not what I was expecting.
You could feel like Direndale kind of like, you better treat her good. A wife bullying the husband.
Yeah,
they're my follower. I don't have very many. Look how many followers and apostles you have. You do right by this one, and they're like, yes, dear.
Okay, sounds good.
I can just see it. There's guests in the house. Idarendale peeking out from the kitchen, giving her husband a dirty look because one of her friends came over.
Yeah. I got to finally invite one of my friends over. You treat them good, or else.
I'll give the Grand Paladin a very nice formal bow.
And he will as well. And return that bow.
I'm going to look around. I'm going to go to the south side of town. I do believe my god's temple should be over there.
Before you go,
Mhm.
many here will not wish for me to say thus, but would you please provide this temple a blessing of Ziki?
Each is going to turn. This is
Everyone
Spellman.
just gets up to protest like, no! And he's like, shut the fuck up. This matters.
Each
Like,
is going to look at him. You can see the smile because he doesn't have lips, but he's very much smiling a shit-eating grin.
he knows if you walked out of here without asking for a blessing, Ziki would have done some further balancing elsewhere.
One
could look
temple
ugly.
received 3 blessings, another received 3 curses.
No, you'll receive a curse of Ziki. Probably gonna try and get, because the god of chaos here would absolutely love to do this. Vicarum. And of course, the Two-Faced Reveler, who likes duality and extremes and also balance, would have cursed this place. 3 blessings and 3 curses. Things are in balance. Good.
Easley will hold up his lantern. And will say a prayer to Ziki in the God's tongue.
A balance will appear on his desk with a thunk. And there's 2 labels in God's tongue. Prayers to Apollo, prayers to Ziki. Make sure they're balanced. There's your answers. Easley.
And he's gonna look at the Grand Paladin.
But you also feel the blessing burrow through this place. As long as that balance is maintained, their necropolis and their burial places will be protected. Consecrated ground. Which only Ziki can do, not Apollo.
Yeah.
So as long as that balance is maintained within a certain limit, Ziki will continue to bless their resting places.
Yeah.
Which will keep out evil. Everyone else here but the Grand Paladin and maybe a few others in the temple can't feel that change. And he just gives a very deep bow. I will make sure my prayers are divided equally, even if I have to spend more time praying.
Easley will bow towards him. Best of luck to you.
And the balance goes back and forth. Yeah, you better.
I feel so bad for this paladin.
But in fairness, they will start with a 0 balance, perfectly level. In fairness, but you can also feel Apollo just kind of like, this was supposed to be my club, my place, and now everyone's got their mitts all over it.
And you know what? Easley, to be fair, is going to say another prayer here.
Mhm.
And he's going to say a prayer to the God of Time.
Well, aren't you cheeky? All
I
right.
am.
Kronos goes, yeah, all right. And an hourglass will appear on the desk. It'll start in the ready position, so all the sand is in the bottom. And there is a script given to you in God's tongue. The most formal, high variant of God's tongue you've seen, and it's hard to read. Not that you can't read it, it's just, that's a lot of juice.
Yeah.
Simple instruction. You can flip it once.
And it'll do something.
It'll do something. But make sure it is only in the most dire moments in service to my children.
And I'll make sure this is translated for the Grand Paladin.
He's like, you guys are full of surprises. Interesting. But a standard for Kronos will appear, which is a very rare thing for Kronos to give a blessing to anywhere. This cathedral, you guys have pimped it out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gotten, what, 6 blessings in one day?
Almost. You can also feel Lilith kind of go, that temple needs blessing. A vicarum. Balance, right? They're on their way. It'll take them a week, but they're on their way.
That's not true, GM. It's not going to take them a week. Do you don't want to know why it's not going to take them a week, GM?
Not because you're going to get them there. They want the approach to be filled with anxiety and just like trepidation, like, I'm getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's vicarum. It's not that they can't teleport here. They're choosing not to. Yes. Vicarum is the god of evil, murder, and chaos. Heavily on the chaos.
Heavily on the chaos. So I'm like, I might have to stay here for a week now.
Yeah, your waifu for Laifu is coming to this place. And you're like, yes.
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 I'm going to give the paladin another bow. And he's going to make his way out.
Yeah. He kind of gives an eyeball towards Indrid, and he'll walk over and hand a cloak clasp, one of those shoulder clasps for cloaks, to Indrid. Well, sir, dude, welcome to our fine city. I hope your stay here is wonderful. In the case there is any inconvenience, you can depress the gemstone on this little clasp, and it should help, let's say, not get you out of trouble, but clear up some misunderstandings.
Ah, it's shiny. I like it.
I am glad.
Does this guy look like he's looking for a bribe too?
No, it's he can see directly through your disguise because he has lantern bearer eyes.
Okay.
He's like, try not to spook too much. I know you need to live because that's part of your diet as a fear bringer. But in case you get cornered by a bunch of smite happy paladins, maybe this will clear some things up.
Ah, thank you for your assistance.
Of course. Remember all. Well, I don't think you particularly need the reminder as a follower of Zeki, but the law applies and civility is expected.
Yep.
But as you guys leave, you do see up on the upper balcony a towering construct. And the reason you can tell it's a construct is it has similar thematic shapes and most specifically materials and parts from the Skyhold raid.
It's time for a new mouse.
Oh, I recognize him.
Bulwark?
Yeah.
No, it looks like they made themselves a new one. Like they constructed a golem. It's on the upper floor partition of the map.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of spooky. All right. That's just something you see as you go by, and it looks like people are studying it, but they got distracted and been looking over the rails at this frankly, telenovela episode.
My nail polish remover just ate through my mouse.
Oh, well, Chia. Do you want me to move you over?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone who's done, you guys can make your way.
Susie went to the middle and then opened a teleporter.
Moonbeam!
Didn't actually moonbeam. Opened a what would you call it? Say inner world, and then kind of disappeared.
Darendale, beam me up. No, I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm just being goofy.
That's okay. I am the beam me up Scotty meme.
It is mucho funny. All right, so let's take you back to the streets. Boats. Okay. Guys are just chilling now.
I'm gonna look at everyone like, so I'm gonna be here for a while. In case you guys want to go home.
I've got to go meet with Einless's master, and then I've got tea time tomorrow.
That's fair. I'm gonna be here for at least a week for heading back home. Mm, mm. I'm walking over to. Does this person look like a guard?
This one? Yeah.
That one? Okay.
Yeah, those are guards.
Okay.
They're not the Holy Order.
Mm-hmm.
They're just city guards.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna ask the city guard something. Do you know where the Temple of Zeki is?
That would be in the graveyard, sir.
Where's the graveyard?
And he decides to be helpful because he kind of looks at your pins and whatnot, and he goes, "Oh, of course. Let me give you directions." He pulls out a little map and kind of shows you the path you need to take.
Understood. And then I'm just gonna start walking this way. I walk this way.
I'll just let Einless carry me where she needs to go.
Yeah, you got poof transportation.
Yep. I will totally use the tails to tickle and play with kids that chase us for a bit.
They certainly do chase. You guys will be making your way. What? Something move? Who dareth?
Move?
Yeah, something moved. And it wasn't me. How strange. Oh, maybe it was the helmet. Because it's weird. Alright.
It was freelance sorcery.
Or fluffball sorcery, I don't know.
One of the two.
Okay. Guys. So that's what I forgot. The cemetery map. That's not too hard to get, but it would take me a couple minutes. But for now, I'm thinking you guys make your way downtown, right? Walking fast. being those guys. Alright, you've gone that way. We'll just grab this grouping. Where does Injured want to go? Boat. Let's take boat with.
Where does Injured want to go?
I don't know.
I'll just follow Eatsley for now.
Oh, you're gonna follow Eatsley. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Easy does purposely walk past the paladin again in the class they're teaching.
Mm. All right. They're just doing basic lessons. Just like there are moving horses and there are vehicles that you need to watch out for. Don't run in the street, even if your toy has run into it. You got to look both ways. Otherwise, you might get hurt. But they're like, but my toy. Well, you can grab it when it's safe. But what if something runs it over or steps on it? Then you can always get a new toy. But I like that one.
Ah, your life is always more valuable than that of a toy. Shouldn't risk yourself getting hurt.
Alright, we're gonna move you guys over here. Indrid and Eatsley are making their way downtown.
Being stealthy.
Stealth test! Tea time. Oh yeah. Love me some tea.
Should make some tea.
Okay. Now I need 2 more!
Oh.
Alright. Yep, you're making your way to the graveyard. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Indrid, is your mouse okay, or do you want me to move them?
It's just a little sticky.
Uh-huh.
Fair.
Looks like there is some sort of retired knight and mage talking to a food vendor, and there's 3 kids who are like, food, 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 food. They're like, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But only if you behave yourselves will you get dessert. And they all are like, well, we don't want to miss dessert. There.
How cute.
Yep. Looks like a lot of the teaching establishments take the kids throughout the city instead of just, have them in the classroom all the time. They take them on field trips.
Sounds much more humane than what I've been through.
Being given a bomb and put into a box.
Given a bong and put into a box? Is that what I heard?
A bomb.
A bomb. Oh.
Here you go, children. Open it only when you're ready for the best surprise of your remaining life. It'll be the best surprise ever.
Eatsy's honestly gonna kind of like look over at their shoulders to see what's happening.
It looks like just life.
Huh. How fascinating.
Yeah. Some
Beautiful.
noble aristocrat trying to hit on a noble, and they're just like, and their bodyguard's just like, leave him alone, man. Just all types of humanity and life here.
I'm gonna kind of keep walking. Is this like a little restaurant up here?
Yeah.
He's just gonna wander on over.
And the waiter turns around. Hello, sir. Are you in your human disguise or full Skellerman?
It's full Scholarman at this point.
And he's like, oh, and he looks you up and down, sees the pins. Hello, sir. Wait, here. They will put you in the corner, but it has a full umbrella, and he does give you full service. But I don't.
I'm gonna stealth over to the umbrella.
Stealth roll. What can I get for you? I don't know if we have anything for
your finest alcohol.
We have alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want one of our cocktails?
Sure.
Or did you want just some wine, or we do refreshing fall cocktails?
I'll have a refreshing fall cocktail.
Mm-hmm. He'll return with an old fashioned.
I'm just gonna drink it.
Indrid, you're too stealthy. He doesn't know you're at the table.
Indrid just watches Eatsley drink with big, curious eyes.
All I can see in my head now is a Skellerman in a top hat sitting in the corner of a restaurant sipping a cocktail.
With a taped on mustache and a taped on monocle.
Yep.
And then once he finishes this cocktail, he will ask how much it was.
It's 1 silver. But
okay.
That's human silver. Very expensive drink. But
no. So what
not for you.
What Eats is gonna do, he's gonna put down because he's gonna kind of show off for a second. He's gonna put down 1 dungeon silver for the drink.
Wow.
And then he is going to put down 2 dungeon silver as a tip.
Fucking mega flex. It's like, oh shit. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want change?
No, you said it was 1 silver. And we can just walk out.
There are several derogatory comments thrown your way by the citizenry, because that's what you get in a city.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking monstre.
Right?
Bye, sir.
Mm-hmm. Ainsley doesn't particularly care, but he's definitely looking around at this point. He's like, I'm going to find all the alcohol.
All of the alcohol.
Yep, on his way to the temple.
Okay. Well, let's cut back to Ashen for a second. And remember, Susie, you can pop in at either group at any time or just visit wherever.
Yep.
All right. So you make your way to a very far side of town, Ashenfur. It takes a while. Which one is this? Okay. And you guys kind of walk towards the clock tower, and eventually you will find a door that leads to an elevator. You've not been in an elevator.
Okay.
And they'll take you in. They'll take the elevator up to a speakeasy.
Like with other people in there, or?
Yeah, look, it's on the map.
Wow. Nifty.
Yeah, you can see all the clockworks on in some of the exposed walls. There's a glass pane over it, but
yes, admiring the architecture and stuff, you know.
As you do.
Yep. And just look around and be like, look at this. So where do we go?
Well, we have to wait for a specific part of the hour for. Okay. Master puts in some weird mechanisms that, if you don't know the proper timing, of the clock tower, you can't access the back rooms. So we're gonna sit down as they look up at the clock. We need to wait for about 23 minutes. So let's get you a drink.
Okay. Not alcoholic.
Sure. What were
Last
you
time I
thinking?
disintegrated the tavern.
Oh yeah, let's not do that.
Um,
Excuse us.
tea.
And a clockwork person turns around, half skin, half robot. I'm Milo. Hi.
Hello.
What can I get you?
Good tea.
Oh, tea. So you're not gonna drink the poison like the rest of the people here?
No.
Smart move. And they'll mix you a tea. Here you go.
Thank
Unless
you.
is I will take a little bit of the poison. How can I poison you today? Just whiskey. Okay, brown poison it is. You guys just sit there at the bar.
Yep. There
There's
is
a
smoke
cat,
barrier.
an actual cat with a kind of its own harness and a backpack and with its own gear, and it's just
Mhm.
kind of sipping some sort of chai latte.
That's what I imagine a cat would be drinking. Chai latte.
Yep.
Hmm?
Yep.
With
Because I
extra
know
cream.
my kitty cat likes her chai lattes.
Meow. You know he didn't actually talk like a cat. He just is like meow, so that you
Yep.
don't actually start conversation with him.
Yep. 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 Does the harness and stuff look like it chafes the fur?
No, that looks well worn in, well maintained, well taken care of, properly sized. So somebody knows what they're doing.
Cool.
So good eye though, and good ask, because you could have been like, "Hey, I'll fix it for you," but you
Yeah.
have to talk to me, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, no, he'll just sit there sipping his tea while looking at the various gear around the place.
Cool.
Yeah. Doesn't have much else to do. He debates pulling out the instrument and playing, but
That thing's a little dangerous.
yeah,
It's
I
more
mean,
of a weapon until you've figured out how to not weaponize it.
well, you said that over the week of doing nothing but playing it with Papa Gull that I would figure that out, so I've reached that point. I'm just not comfortable with it yet.
Sure.
I am more making sure I'm sitting on the tail that spontaneously launches fireballs to suppress it.
It's like you have to sit up at some point. You can feel the tail's like, you can silence me here, but you have to stand up at some point, and that's when I'm gonna get you.
He's going to sit there and build a ribbon that's enchanted with dispel magic.
Okay. Not on my watch, buddy. Fine.
And he's just going to sit there and make this out of absolutely nothing but a little ribbon while sitting there making tea, and then wrap it around his tail and let the tail go.
Okay.
There. Now I
He's
won't have
like,
to worry about
no,
random fireballs anymore.
no. Your tail is inconsolable now.
Yep. Yep. Only when we're in civil places. I'll let you go once we're out of town.
Hiss, boo. Your tail is displeased.
I ignore it.
Probably the best move there.
Yep. I will just sit and enjoy tea with Einless.
There will be some instances of like, how could you commit yourself to a beast like that? Like some really uneducated shit. Some pretty hurtful things are said. And Islands just stares at them like, that would have bugged me a long time ago when I actually gave a fuck. I just don't anymore. This is great.
I'm just like,
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
No, I wouldn't do it. But I know you were taught a bunch of curses.
Yeah, no, we're not. His lordship, Gaul, granted me those, but they are not for.
Oh, they're not small ones?
No, they are small ones, but there was requirements that I was instructed to follow. These are not to be used, because they would put you in jeopardy. Because I cast a mummy curse on somebody for an inconvenience, which is uncivil and unlawful. So, as much as I would very much like to magically flex on them, I don't think that's going to be that's not going to be a good decision.
Fair. I mean, you could literally magically flex on them.
I mean, I could, but that's uncivil. And honestly,
Yeah,
these people are just looking for an excuse to.
But they're also not being civil either.
They're
Wait.
being civil by
Wait.
words.
Wait. I heard about this. You got promoted to an archmage now, right?
Kind of.
Which in human society is a noble. Isn't insulting a punishable offense?
Only if I pursue it. And
Fair.
I really don't
want
care.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate the support. I just don't want that type of headache, and it's just kind of annoying. And I just want to sit here and drink my whiskey and ignore them because I am just better than them, and they know it, and they hate it, but they have to suffer.
That is true.
So, I mean, and she's saying it just a little too loud so that all those people can hear. It's not their fault. They'll just be forever mediocre.
I mean, you now have plenty of time to perfect anything you wanted to do.
Yeah. Eternity, as it turns out. I don't think I'll age. Do I age?
No.
Oh, perfect. So I'm immortal. All those people grabbing for power and everything. That's.
With practice, you can actually adjust your physical age. Like this, as Ash will swap to his hyper adorable, cuddly child self.
Several people in the bar have an involuntary "aww," and they're like have to snap themselves out of it. It's just like, what the?
He will not let them because he will roll and playful and play with the "I'm so cute."
Oh no! You monster!
Yep.
What have you done?
The little kitsune sipping an oversized teacup.
Unbelievable.
Just the hyper adorable.
Okay.
Yep. Otherwise, yeah, he'll just wait.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing I could really do here is read a book.
You could.
You know what? Yeah. He'll read the book he got, which is what he need the requirements to become the master musician. Because why not? It's his next step.
Isn't it just? Roll 20. Cooperate.
What's up?
Oh, it's just roll 20's being a dingle doodle. But I expected this.
Fair.
Sometimes it's hard for it not to be
Yep.
inconvenient. While you wait for that, Eatsley, you will find yourself at an establishment you weren't expecting. But it's a pleasant surprise because it is a drink house.
Huh? Always fun to find a good drink house.
This one's actually pretty interesting. Let me grab your token wherever I last left it. Andrew, you going with them?
Yes.
Stealth! I'm going to be aggressively yelling stealth at you.
Excellent. I love it.
Ooh, it's
Because you told me to.
Ooh.
That's pretty fucking stealthy.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. So, you're going to find a building that stands out supremely from everywhere else as you walk in through the door.
Yeah.
Very, very different.
Ah.
Yep.
How interesting.
You had to, do a double take and you came to a screeching halt like, I smell rice wine.
Rice wine.
You walk in, and there's this chubby, hairy dwarf wearing Eastern-style working clothes, like traditional.
Oh, interesting.
And he's like, come on in.
Come on in, sit down.
Well, a skeleton.
Oh, yes.
Can you hold your liquor, though? As he slaps his belly. Of course you can!
I can. I've been looking for the best wine out there.
Wine are we talking about? Grapes or rice wine?
I'm looking for the best alcohol out there.
Got money?
I'm going to put down 10 dungeon gold.
I'll get you started. As he pulls out a whole bottle. There you go. And
I want to look at it.
points away.
Like, I wish to warn you.
Mm-hmm.
I was trained by a professional drinker.
Fair. And I was trained by a professional brewmaster. So
You can officially say you have drunk ambrosia.
I'm just gonna lean over. I'm like, I made and drunk ambrosia.
that's good. All right.
It's like, I don't believe you.
He's like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. If you're just looking to get drunk.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I have masterly crafted wines here.
Well then, I'm going to take cork off, and I'm going to pour.
He has you he brings out some extra utensils and one which has an ice element stone, an aether stone, and the other one has a fire element stone. And he has you pour them into two decanters, so you can have hot and cold sake.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll leave a one for room temperature if you want to pour some in there.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do this right, rice wine can be served in multitudes of ways.
Hot, cold, room temperature.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take it. He's gonna hold it up to his nose like he's smelling it, though he can't smell, and he's going to toss it back.
And as long as you throw money at him, he will expose you to all the delicious drinks he has to offer, and he has a lot.
I'm like,
and he's giving you good stuff. Other people are like, "Damn, that skeleton's got a lot of money."
right?
Because for his good stuff, he only takes dungeon coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, every different flavor, every different style of sake, served in every different manner. He even has sake boats where you pour the whole thing into a wooden boat.
Yeah. And he's going to keep taking it. It's like, this is truly good.
I know. I got more in the back.
But it's just, I feel like it's missing something. What is your best?
Not for you.
And I'm going to put down
You
one
cannot buy
plum
it.
blossom.
You cannot buy it.
Oh, and
It's
why
for my
not?
master when he returns.
And who is this master of yours?
The Wandering Brewmaster.
Really?
Yes.
I'm an
And
apprentice of the Wandering Poet.
then, jeez, I've made a lot of alcohol for that person. But every year, the master comes back, and he will then open up the bottle. And if you just happen to be at the bar when I pull that bottle out, and he opens it, he may share it with you, but it is his.
I see.
Susie
Okay.
would like to do a divination as she's hearing this conversation and predict when the brewmaster will be back in town for Eatsley.
He's going to arrive in the night, like literally 3 o'clock in the morning on the 6th day from here.
At Eatsley, Susie gives you that information.
Yeah. He will arrive, wake up his apprentice, have him open up the shop again, and start serving alcohol.
Good to know. I'm like, how interesting. Tell you what, I'll give you some information.
Mm-hmm.
Your master will arrive in 6 days.
That's about what I expected.
At 3 a.m.
Of course he is.
Yes.
All right.
I'll be here at 3 a.m.
No, it's your time. And if you can convince him to share, then yeah. But if you're the apprentice of the Wandering Poet, I'd recommend bringing some poetry.
That's fair.
And that way he will share the alcohol, or more likely to share it with you.
I also brought something else that I think he might like. I have brought some ice water from the Moonwell.
That'll be pretty cold.
And the spiciest peppers in Skyhold.
From the tortoises?
Yes.
They make some hot peppers.
They do.
Not the hottest peppers, but the hottest peppers outside of the Chaos Gods realm.
Yes. So, that is what I am bringing to the table. I was wanting to learn how to craft some alcohol.
Well, let's just say if you impress him enough, I think he might. Sure. But he's a hard customer to please.
That is fair.
So you'll have your work cut out for you for certain.
Itzy will drum around the table, around the counter, and go, I will see you in 6 days. Maybe sooner. Depends how much alcohol I need.
Bring some serious cash, like that coin you just showed me. The master brings his entire store with him. You can buy some of his alcohol if you actually have real money. And that's real money. Hope you got more of it. Because he knows the value of his services, and he charges 1,000% for them. Yeah. But sometimes, if you're just good company, he'll just openly share his wares with you.
Good to know.
Depends on how good company you are.
And he'll stand up, and he will leave a sizable tip.
Indrid will say,
Ah!
Spooky.
Can I get you something to drink, mysterious voice?
no.
Farewell. How long have
My
you been
si-
there?
My sibling doesn't like alcohol. None of my siblings like alcohol. They are all missing out.
I love it. I just tend to blow things up.
And then, yeah, East is going to continue making his way to the, keep wandering his way to the graveyard.
Ash, at one point, Einless just gets up, scoops you up from being adorable, and then carries you over here, underneath the walkway.
Okay.
And people kind of watch you guys go by, like, what the heck?
Just enjoying being carried away. Dear God. Ashenfur hasn't touched the ground since he got his pillow.
Who needs that, anyways? All right. So let's take you on a very long magical journey to see their master. You are still in the clock tower, by the way.
Okay.
All right. Careful, this is the Steamworks. Feeds a lot of the subsystems. And just don't touch anything, because otherwise Master will get really irritated. And we really don't want to irritate Master, because then they get cranky, and they get really creative with their spell casting when they're cranky. That's where their usual office is when they're at the bottom of the tower. Jeez, alright. She never cleans up. Why did you never clean up? There's a freaking tripping hazard. She's gonna make me come down here and clean this up. You watch. It's just I can already.
Unseen servants.
Oh yeah, that would be. No, she did. I could do that, but then they're gonna get all. Ah, yes, I'm the master. Do it the way I tell you, not the smart way. And then they'll.
I would ignore it.
Are you crazy? And they'll open a
Yes.
side secret door. Oh, well, as long as you're honest. They'll open a side secret door.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a spinning archaic wheel filled with electricity. And then they will hold up a cog to it, and it will suck you both in and spit you back out at another cog.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, Master has been working on it for the longest time, and the main power system's on. Must have made a breakthrough. They couldn't figure out the power system, but that's a little spooky. Okay. I thought it was just a big waste of time, but maybe not so much anymore. Huh. And then they kind of open the door, and there's this blast of electricity from this device. Okay, that's new. Jeez, I've been away for too long. This is not.
Wasn't he encased in ice, a curse or ice or something not too long ago? No, was that your brother?
That was my brother.
Ah.
This is what I remember. All right, hold on. We're gonna. It's the only way actually into the tower proper.
Another cog port?
Another cog port, Here we go. It's not that big of a deal. And then for this particular one. Yep. All right. Whatever's in here is an absolute secret. You must not tell anyone, even your family. Okay?
Okay.
You guys
Keep a
teleport
lot
in.
of secrets.
Yeah, well. Don't ask what that is. You feel thrum of just an incredible amount of power. Yep, nope. It's just nothing to look at here. It's all fine. Yes, that's a stained glass gemstone window made of specialized aether stones in the middle of the cog. Yeah, I don't have good answers for that.
Eh.
I don't have good answers for this either. No. Yep, some sort of divine cogwheel. It spins, does things. Oh, jeez.
Makes sense.
And they have to duck a couple times. And eventually, they'll make their way up to here. Master? Hmm? Oh. Not unless you're back.
Hello.
Good patron.
See, I told you they'd like me.
I don't know what my master does and doesn't like. Well, if you're here, make yourself useful.
Looks and tries to figure out what they're doing.
They're doing some sort of huge calculation. This is actually as close to celestial artificer than you've seen so far. And up above there are bells that sometimes ring silently, but there's this. Should make this deafening noise. And they kind of look up. No, that's not right.
I will roll my artificing to see if I can figure out the equation for them. I'm assuming archetyping and everything adds in here. Does runes add in?
Oh, I forgot to add vision for everybody. All right. Well, I'm just gonna make the map no longer dynamic lighting so people can see.
Oh, I just figured you meant like, hey, since you can't know your family can't know about it, you can't see. I was like, oh, okay, fine.
You're using Idirondale's divine sundial. You can peer into this.
Does runes help here as well, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all over everywhere.
Oh. Okay, so here is my artificing roll.
Yeah. This clock tower controls time. This is a crazy artifact. This whole clock tower.
Is she like trying to solve it or fix something?
Looks like they're trying to get one of the gears in this place has it's not ticking correctly in the right rhythm. And they're like,
with that roll, do I know what it is?
Yeah, there's a little timing gear up on on the blue side, very far right. Just needs to be cranked in.
Float over. Said to help. Here you go. Reaches over, cranks it that little quarter turn.
Yep, and then the whole clock system just falls into place, and you can feel time is under their control again. Good. That's where it was. You do see in the corner a small shrine to Kronos. And that alcove is filled with pocket watches. Little sand timers, anything that is keeping of time. Sundials. Yeah, this person is a hardcore practitioner of Kronos and follower. Maybe not an apostle, but something.
Cool.
What was your name, little one? Or are you
Ashen.
even little, or you're just pretending to be little?
Oh, right. I'll shift back to my normal form. This is my normal me. It's easier to carry me in the other one. I'm Ashen Fur. Everybody calls me Ash.
I see. I'm the master of the clock tower.
Nice to meet you.
So, you fixed the problems with my apprentice and their lack of talent. That is good.
Yeah,
No,
they're a great friend.
Fine. So, what is your purpose here?
I had business to do in town. Einlis wanted to introduce me to her master.
I see.
The whole respect thing. I don't quite get the respect human thing.
Yes. One of the most virile and resilient and frankly adaptable races, this place.
Yeah.
I also have something to talk to you about, since you're now allied with my apprentice. Perhaps you can figure this out.
Oh?
Anything that threatens my clock tower and my grand work needs to be removed. Looks like you also participated in that expedition. Very well. You came back with a reward, yes?
A couple of them, yeah.
All those who succeeded also did. Did not go unnoticed. New technologies have been brought to this fair city. It's changed the power balance, and there will be a regime change if we're not careful. Tolerance will most likely dwindle as their confidence and arrogance rises. Those power cores of those golems, somebody got the recipe for it, the blueprint. And the blueprint for the automata. There will be a clockwork army pouring out of this place. Not my tower, of course, but the factories are starting to make them. They're in the prototyping stages for some of the models, but they've got the general rank and file finished. And they're equipped with this new pressure rifle. Uses this metal tube to project this extremely powerfully pressurized arcane projectile. These will be rolling off this factory line, which I also didn't think was a notable technology. This
I remember seeing something like that in the dungeon.
yes. The gnomes and the dwarves are the ones who came up with the idea of this this factory style of manufacturing. Things move down a line. The workers then interact with that very specific piece. Once they've done their work, that moves on. They receive a new piece, do the same work for hours and hours on end. It's mind-numbing work, but apparently it pays good. People are fine with it. With this style, you don't have to have artisans. You just have to have trained craftsmen that does one job.
Also maintains a higher level of security as fewer people know the full process.
Yes.
Hmm.
So the rank and file is getting churned out. It's not too fast for now. They only have one factory running, but they make about 50 a day.
That could quickly become dangerous.
Right. That's not including the ones the paladins have commissioned. They wish to have these automata as additional security forces for their strongholds and their crusades.
Is that what that big shiny thing was that I saw in the Temple of Apollo?
Probably. It's a prototype. They're probably going to hum and haw over the design, and then when they finally get one they want, they'll start rolling those out. I know that one specifically requires significantly more effort and time to put together. They could probably make one of those a week with the current workshop, but if they increase the manufacturing efficiency process and more factories, they could be rolling out quite a few of these. Although the resources to make one is not
small.
No, and it's not efficient. Why make one of those when you can make 350 rank and file? Other designs are going to be implemented, and I can feel trouble brewing. I can smell it. The individuals who are permitted to buy these are aristocrats, human aristocrats of this city. Depending on your station, you were permitted a specific number, a garrison, in which you are limited to. But the royal family will be having these metal soldiers fill in behind their army. And that standing army was very expensive to maintain and quite limited in number. And they really don't have a expeditionary army to go out and claim territory in the name of humanity. Now they do. And they have a disposable one too.
Great.
They use aether stones as power sources for their weaponry and for their power core. And because I peered into some of their manufacturing secrets, their more sophisticated elite models will have the ability to use Monstray cores as an additional fuel source and element typing that they can put and use. So your people are not safe. An army of these things will roll up, clear you out of your wealth, take your aether stones to power the army, and then feed your monster cores to their elite units. And the really choosy monster cores are then sent back to the city for profit.
Ash is just going to look over at Einless. Are we sure we can't wipe out this city?
No. Because wiping out that city threatens my clock tower. I need people buying my stuff and my products and services so I can pay for this monstrosity.
Fair.
It also requires significant other services like water. I have a very hefty contract with the city for a very large portion of water, which I pay a lot of money for, but it needs it. Also, the trade of goods and services that come into this city keep this tower running. This clock tower is my temple to Kronos, and I will not allow it to be jeopardized by anyone.
That's fair. But you always start at the simplest solutions.
This will not be simple. Perhaps if the army leaves, you can devastate it with whatever means necessary. But it cannot be done in the city. Several of the truce that was negotiated in the past between several dungeons and their dungeon masters still holds, but it's tenuous. Many of these individuals, once the army grows to a significant size, will be looking for any excuse for a breach of the truce. And it doesn't even require monster from that specific dungeon. They can just fabricate the evidence. This is traditional human behavior. But they'll do it one at a time to test the army. And if your people don't unite and act, this metal army will overtake you all.
Well, best I can do currently is call Dad and let him know he's got a lot of friends.
Well, I'm willing to participate, but I have my caveats, conditions.
I'll call Dad real fast.
You call
One
Dad.
moment, please. Hey, Papa Call.
Shinfer, Agnes. How are you?
Good, but the city's building a mechanized army with intentions of wiping out the monster in the region.
Okay, that's alarming news.
And their general, the leader class, use monster cores as power sources.
Of course they do. Well, the first answer I'm going to get from everyone I can communicate with is wipe out that town. Wipe out that city. Bring all the monster clans together, the houses, the dungeons, and just swarm that city. But
that would piss off multiple deities, so we should avoid that.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why they're still standing. And the clock tower master will hijack part of the conversation and stitch it into a spell. Yes, you do not wish to be cursed by Kronos. Your species may end up aging.
Papa Gall, clock tower master.
He's like, oh, Scribe Gall. It's been a while. Dungeon master now. So it seems. There's just this long, awkward silence.
And one of your exes call?
No, it's like still dating her. No, I was found wanting. They weren't good for you anyways. They were only there for your money and knowledge. Once they had that, they were going to toss you aside. Traditional and completely predictable genie behavior. And you don't have the balls to hold on to them and tell them no. Now listen here. Relationships and love are very difficult, and you don't know anything about that. You're right. I have devoted my life to this clock tower. I don't know what romance is. I don't have time for it. My pursuit of knowledge is my eternal companion. Plan? Don't do anything in the city that can be traced or cause significant damage. This will be a covert mission. If you want to do anything within the city, sabotage, obfuscation, destruction. It needs to be not from the monstri. I'd maybe recommend hiring some very money-centric and money-focused mercenaries of the human-shaped variant. Throw enough money at them and magic items, they'll be your saboteurs.
I could do that.
Be careful. There are more eyes and ears than you are ready to anticipate in this place, especially with this new power building.
Yeah.
There's a lot of individuals who are sick and tired of the current status quo. Monsters are in power, but with this could change power balance. And there's a lot of individuals who will do just about anything to make this opportunity happen. The shifting of power. So, just prepare yourselves. I will help if need be. But if you cross the line, then I cannot. That's coward's way. Ah, yes. I am now implicated, and to avoid further troubles, I must abandon and betray and back out. That's the coward's way. Do you not know what I do? I know exactly what you do here. You only care about your tower, and that's it. Why don't you get a pair of balls and stick to your decision? If you're going to help, go all in. If you're going to back out the first inconvenience because we didn't do it exactly the way you wanted, we don't want your help. We'll do it ourselves. And yes, you can. Don't worry about your precious little tower. It'll be fine. And you can feel Gaul literally grab the hijacked part of the call and just crush it. Ashenfur! Sorry about that. Old associates.
Relationships are hard.
If you can call it that. Meet up with the others.
Yep.
You have plans to make.
Yeah. And I've got to have tea.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, talk to you later, Papa Gull.
Mm-hmm. Of course. And of course, Susie's just sitting there going, "Yes, now I see everything. I'm doing
It
a
is
super
time
snoop
for
in.
war.
Yeah, I'm snooping on your phone call and your conversations. I'm the NSA.
Don't mind
I'm
me.
watching. Don't mind me. I'm watching.
I'll just look over at Einless and be like, so shall we go meet up with the others?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we need to do this, though. They will give you a pocket watch, and they'll pull out one for themselves, and they will go over to the little alcove and offer prayer to Kronos and offer up the pocket watch.
Oh. I will do the same, but I'll make an offer to invite him to tea if he would like.
He will accept it once the cathedral has been blessed by the Pantheon, all of his kids. Then he can have tea with his kids.
Okay. Happy, he will turn around, look at the clock tower master. By the way, Kronos said when you finish the tower, he'll come and have tea with you and all the rest of his kids.
As expected. This machine is not yet finalized in its construction.
If you need anything made, I can help.
Perhaps, but I am very close to finishing my job class title. You, I can smell it on you as well. You are also attempting to gain celestial designer as well.
Yeah, I found the path.
Very good. It is a noble profession.
I've already become the master architect. I'm on the way to master musician. Then I've got to become a master of runes. I'm already
All very
good at
important
runes.
things.
Hmm.
The music part actually helped me more than I remembered.
Oh, you want to see my instrument?
Not in here. This is where some of the most delicate parts of the machinery is. No magical artifacts.
Fair. You can come into my orb.
No. I have work here. I do not doubt your instrument is interesting. But now that the gears are turning again properly, I must continue my work.
Considering this is something you said I could do with magic, I will pull out and modify a tuning fork.
Mhm.
It's like, hands it to her. You can use this to find ones that are out of tune.
Very well.
Hops on and lifts the shoulder. Shall we head to the rest of our friends?
Sure. We can't teleport. We'll have to go down the stairs.
That's fine.
Down the stairs! Nyam. Back
Nope.
through the portal, back through the workshops, back through the steam room, all the way back to the speakeasy.
Yep.
Usually, Susie,
Mhm.
and I know Indrid went to bed, but
Oh, I'm here.
oh, you're still here. Oh, okay. Huddle time.
Yeah.
Ashenfer has uncovered why they had that uneasy feeling earlier.
Where is the huddle happening? Out of curiosity.
It's a
You
huddle
guys
in the mines.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
where?
In the mines through the Fate network.
Sure. But you guys can
metaphysical.
actually,
Yeah.
you guys can actually meet up in the Izakawa bar. They have back rooms.
It would be safer to not be overheard in the other world. So if we meet up in person, we can go there. We can speak in person without anybody being able to tap in to overhear the friend network or anything like that, even.
Sure.
With the level of warning we were given, I think that'd be best.
So either at the tap bar, at the Temple of Ziki.
Well, you're already headed to the Temple of Ezekiel. I'll just meet you there.
Okay.
Okay. I still need to get that map, but I'll just put you here for now. I know you're not actually here, but it's kind of fun. And of course, Susie's on the boat. On the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm going to figure out.
That's you, Ashenfer. Easily asked what you figure out.
Oh, I will. So, City is making a mechanized army with the intentions of wiping out the Monstre.
Really?
Apparently, they use the rewards that they got from the dungeon to fix a problem with the power cores, so now they're producing out of one factory about 50 basic trooper types, and they're finishing the process to make the leader types, which apparently burn Monstre cores as power sources.
GM, as
Yeah.
I'm hearing this, my only thought here is, wow, this is something that will unbalance the system.
It is.
I'm going to say in God's tongue, I would like to speak with the administrators.
You will receive a message.
Mhm.
A little pop-up screen. The administrators are told to stay out of this. This will upset the balance. It is up to the denizens of this world to decide what is to come of the new era. A new God's era is arriving. What will it be?
I see. I'm like, of course. And they're like, we're here to maintain the balance. When I was trying to be like, yes, I will build a sun disk. I'm like, that's going to disrupt the balance, and I have to stop you. But when they do it, they're like, well, it's a thing.
I think one of the first questions we should ask is how are they going to control all these things?
That is a great question. Because they are automata. They're not sentient. They're just... They follow commands.
Wouldn't they have to have a receiver for this? A way of issuing orders over a long range?
You know,
Or are they programmed in?
I might be able to figure that out. There was one of the automata at the Temple of Apollo, and when I go there for tea tomorrow, I can take a look at it.
Definitely do that. We definitely can't interfere ourselves. Let's hire some adventurers.
Capture
You've got
one.
money. You've got money. Hey, adventurers, here's a big bag of shiny clinky clink. And they're like, oh, it's a big bag.
We don't even have to do it in person. We have adventurers looking for the money to retire back at home. We can send them to town to do the hiring so it's hands off.
And we can have Einless do it as well.
No, I'm marked now. If I do it, it's as if you guys did it.
Redeemer.
Yeah.
I could ask for his help. He does care about humanity and the monster. He's one of the weird people who think it's just stop killing each other. But he's kind of a pariah because of his worldly views.
Fair. I can also just go there myself.
Well, first things first. There is an Acropolis.
Mm-hmm.
You could utilize that to your for your own means, either as transportation around town unseen, or utilize some of the dead there and ask them if they'd be willing to seek, listen, watch.
I was planning on doing that, but I can also put on my disguise and go into the Adventurers Guild and put down a rather large sum of gold to figure something out.
The Vice Guildmaster has illusion piercing eyes, and they hate Monstre.
Huh? Thank God I don't have an illusion.
Huh. Okay.
Adventurers need to attack or survive by attacking the monster. If the humans do this, it'll wipe out the profession, in addition to causing wide-scale war.
Most likely, yeah. If the army grows powerful enough, adventuring will start to dwindle.
And they'll be conscripted into the war effort.
As mercenaries, for certain, but once their plan is done, they won't need adventurers anymore.
Exactly, which, I mean, if we could get a meeting with the right person, we could hire the adventuring guild to stop the actions that are attempting to induce a wide speed or a worldwide species war.
This is going to be a tough one. Because they're going to be rolling these things out faster and faster. And we cannot move with haste. Crap.
Problem is, we must have at least a very strong and decisive strike.
Yeah. It'll have to be a series, probably in succession or all at once at the right places. Also some subterfuge. If you do end up finding a receiver, they may, once you've used it against them, find it's compromised, and they may redesign them without a transceiver that can be hijacked. So if we are going to abuse it, we'll have to leave their projects alone until we want to bring out that particular ace, that particular trump card. Because that'll change the flow of battle. But for how long is the question. Fearbringer, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you sculpt a particular fear? Not just fear in general, but a very specific one.
I can cause nightmares.
Okay. Perhaps you can spook the general populace into thinking these things will become uncontrollable and will turn on the populace, and then they'll be enslaved by these new robots.
Yeah.
You can build this fear, and then the populace will fight back on our own, and then it'll be the city. Yeah, the city will then try and handle it themselves. We may have people who get drunk one night or something, and then attack the factories or personally sabotage the product coming off the lines because they work at the factory. But it has to be a sculpted fear. It can't be fear of the monstre. You can't have it. You have to overcome the fear of the monstre attacking, so that, gosh, they must fear the mechanical army more than the monstre, because if they fear the monstre, they'll think the army is a necessary evil to beat back the great enemy.
Or have them fear the fact that once the bourgeoisie have defeated their enemies, they will turn the army against them.
Yeah. Also, it'll allow the aristocrats and the bourgeoisie and the royals and nobles all to stay in power with this mechanical army.
I mean, what about the fear that should the robots gain sentience and rebel, there's the chance that they join the monstre, which would make them a bigger threat because they would risk becoming an ally of the monstre, and as we've seen, anything that has a chance of being an ally of the monstre, humans try to be completely rid of.
So this is going to be a very delicate operation. There's going to be a lot of parts that need to happen at the right time with the very specific effect. Let's create a plot, because the only way to beat a plot is with another plot, a scheme with another scheme. We have to turn their scheme on itself. Okay. We will stop here for the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we plot to overthrow the bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
I told you I had a third arc plot. 10 merit.
Okay.
All right. Peace, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Talk to you all later.
Thank you for playing, Allie. Hope you had fun.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Sorry for taking so long.
No, I can only forgive you if you send me some of those pictures.
We definitely will. You'll
Okay.
see all of the pictures.
I need it. Otherwise, I can't forgive you.
It's gonna be so wholesome. It'll just blow your mind.
Okay. Are there Luna pictures too?
There are gonna be some with Luna in them.
Okay. So, all right. Forgiven. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I need adorable, cute, wholesomeness.
I can deliver that.
It matters.
It does.
Yeah, we are one player away from starting the Saturday morning game. Because I got Johnny, another player. Somebody you've never played with. He sounds like a cool guy. So, I'm looking forward to some Cultivator Wuxia novel stuff. Like, I'm on some good content right now. So fucking good.
We've been listening to an audiobook Johnny really likes. I think it's like cultivator shit.
Yeah.
We talk about
Yeah.
cultivators, so there must be cultivator shit.
Yes. I've created an interesting system. I've got Char, Jules, and John in my Saturday evening game. But I'm like, what if I can have a double feature on the same day? Oh, it's going to be so good. We're going to play Cultivator in the morning, and I'm going to play Cultivator in the evening, and I'm just going to be like super jazzed. Oh, it's so good.
And it works very well, because I don't like to be up before like noon on Saturday.
Yeah. And then you'll just have the rest of the day with him.
Yeah. A+.
A+. Thank you, by the way, Allie, for letting me hang out with John a little bit. Because I know you. Because I know you're like, no more on this day. I'm like, no! He stole my Johnny! No, they stole my Johnny away! You can't steal my Johnny away, Allie. He's mine!
Okay.
I like how you're like, yeah, you could pretend. That's fine.
He's given me a ring. I can no longer be in my jealous girlfriend phase. Now I'm in my jealous fiance phase.
Ah! Oh my gosh.
It's good. I need Johnny for emotional support when I'm like stressed and depressed, but
You can also just
I'm doing really good right now.
send me a few messages.
Okay.
I can be like, I can send you memes and gifs, and maybe those will cheer you up.
I've also got a really good therapist now, which will probably help.
That also helps.
I'm really picky about therapists, like so picky. Like I will.
Well, that's good.
I will tell a therapist if they are wrong.
You
I will
suck.
be like, yeah. But I found a girl and she's really great.
And you also have Luna, who is both an anxiety inducer and a relaxer, because it's adorable. It's Luna.
It's true. I've also got a pile of kittens until tomorrow.
What are you gonna do with the pile of kittens?
They're going back to the shelter. I've just been fostering them until they're old enough to get their shots.
And Luna didn't like grab one, somersault flip it into next week.
Okay, I'll send you the videos of Luna and the kittens because you're gonna fucking love them.
Oh gosh, it's wholesome and adorable.
I sent you.
Yeah.
I sent you one already. Did you not get it?
I see a picture of you with kittens crawling out of your hoodie.
No, in our chat, in our
Oh.
DMs, there's a picture. There's a video.
I will see. Hold on.
Assistance.
Oh yeah, I did watch this one.
Yeah.
Luna's just licking their face, and the cat's like, I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, I need my foot.
No, that's too cute.
Oh,
Luna won't let them go. Luna's gonna be so sad if they don't
Comedian.
have a kitty cat.
Yeah, she's like she's best friends with them. It's adorable. Look at you, Johnny boy.
It's that one on the shoulder that's about the pop.
I'm gonna do all of them.
Okay.
You doing all right, John?
He's got some pimples. We're putting some patches on them.
All right. Ugh, gosh.
Thanks for the session, Matt.
Hope you guys enjoyed the city. It's a lot of maps.
Yeah, no, it was great to walk through them all as you were going up the clock tower and stuff. That was really fun.
Yeah. I'll have more for the graveyard. I'll have some for the factories that you guys are going to infiltrate.
I put one here too.
It's popped.
And I
It's
think
popped,
the work
sure.
will be really cool.
Yeah.
Because then I can use that city and all the maps and the variants in a different game. Because none of the work I do goes to waste. I've been trying to figure out something. Maybe you can help me with this, because I've gotten a lot of very poor answers.
Maybe wait for Johnny to put his headphones on.
Oh, that would be great.
I'm here.
Yeah. So, you know the maps I've made over all the years?
Yes.
I am trying to find a way to screen capture my maps. Like I fix them up, remove the tokens, get everything nice and organized, and then stack on as many layers and tokens as possible to make it perfect, and then take a picture of it that's high res, but it's only one layer, so that I can just make my own maps out of the old ones, because some of the old maps do not load good anymore. They are absolutely a brick to load, and I want to just have...
Yeah, you have the smart way. Instead of having multiple layers, you're just having one. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
And then I can put a little bit of details instead of having 400 to 500 token assets. I only need to have the character tokens and a couple items.
Yeah.
And I have almost 1,000 maps. So I was planning on going through the original New Threat lobby. But I don't know how. A lot of people just say, zoom in really close and take screenshots and then piece them together in another app. And I'm like, fuck, that's going to be ugly, but I could.
Can you not load the maps into like a paint program? Like GIMP or Photoshop?
I
don't know a whole lot about maps.
I don't either. It basically it's a top-down 2D image, and I want to be able to capture it in one go, and then still have that really high resolution if you zoom in. Because some of my maps are 100 by 100s.
What file types are the maps?
JPEGs and PNGs.
Oh. Well, yeah, I would just compile them in Photoshop and then save them out.
I might have to, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a more efficient method than bonking my head on Photoshop trying to piece images together. Because I'm not particularly too skilled at that.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be hard. Like, for example, I'm looking at it right now. I'm at like 46% on the intermission screen. I could do a Windows Shift S and then make a snip of the page. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
By your, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 by whatever, right? And then, the issue is that you're going off by resolution. You can make it big, I suppose, too. And then you could save that image in like a folder for yourself.
Yeah, I think the Photoshop way would be the only way that would be lossless. You wouldn't lose any quality.
The issue is getting a save of the map, and I don't know how you'd go about doing it besides like like I don't know if you could print screen maybe like or go into whatever you're using for a browser and then like make a like print. I clicked print, what happens? I don't get the image.
I want to make a Patreon for maps.
Yeah.
And then I won't be using the maps, of course, for the Patreons I got from, Patreon. But I've made a ton of handcrafted maps with all the assets. And I would just have it be donation-based. So if you really... Because none of the art's mine. And all the tokens and stuff I put together the maps with are not mine. Because they're the free assets from...
Yeah.
Thing. But I would do, hey, donate if you like what I did. And I would just have it be a free GM asset, and I'd get they'd be gifts instead of charging for map drops. And then I can put a couple in every week, and I could do that for years because I got so much stuff. But there's a couple maps. Remember the lava mine, the volcano mine map?
Yeah.
Foundry?
Yep.
Where with all the moving buckets and rails.
Yeah.
I want to put that one up there because that one's fucking dope. That was crazy when I made that. I was a crazy person making
Matt,
these big ass maps.
Can you share your screen for me? I want to see if we can do something on Roll20 because I can't do it as a player, but maybe as a GM you'd be able to do it. I think the issue that pops up is that Roll20 saves the images server side, which is why you have like a certain amount of imaging space you can do.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think it uses links to represent the pictures you're seeing. Because I tried doing a print on mine for print page, and it didn't give me nothing. It gave me like text. So I was wondering what it would be on your side for GM. That's really why I want to look at your screen.
There we go. So share video, share screen, share. Yes, for life.
Okay. Now go to like say one of the maps you have already.
Let's transmogrify something. Because look at this.
Get lots.
Gosh.
I see that.
Ooh, let's pull up Lemnar's Way.
Sure.
The ruined one from all those years ago. Restore. Let's open this up. Oh man.
Okay.
Back.
Now click your 3 lines on the right side. Top right hand corner. No, not. I mean that would work too. But click the one above that. Is what I meant. On the right hand corner, right by underneath your X to close your image. I like to close the window. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Click that. I don't see any pop-ups because you're sharing the window and not your screen. But is there like a print?
There is a print button, yeah.
Yeah, click print. Okay. See what happens? You don't get the image, but you get everything else on the page. So that wouldn't work. And I don't know how else you would be able to get that besides taking a snap of your screen, pretty much.
Because I've asked other individuals on the internet, and they're all like, "Why are you using Roll20?" I'm like, "Look, I'm moving away from using Roll20 to make my maps. I just want my older stuff." Yeah. They're like, "Use this, use that instead." I'm like, "Look, I want to get my old stuff." And the best answer I got was zoom in to a specific percent.
Yeah, take a picture.
Yeah, take a picture and then
go from there.
Assemble it. And I'm like, that would be easy if some of my maps weren't so.
Yeah. I feel that. I do. Yeah, no, I feel like the biggest issue here is that it's all server side. All these images that you have to make your maps are server side, so they're not going to pick it up unless you go by what you're seeing on the screen.
I might ask Roll20. Maybe somebody I might open a blog post.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I was about to Google it as well. It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, this is my current project, so it's trying to figure out different ways of income so I don't have to burn myself out on Dungeons and Dragons. Not that I am anywhere near that. I'm having too much fun. But if I can get a couple extra revenue streams, then I can start putting money away for retirement and whatnot while still hosting games. Because I want Patreon, I want to do potentially some YouTube videos, and then potentially, what do you call it? My rule book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I'd say the biggest passive income streams are like how-to courses.
Oh yeah, I could do a how-to course.
Yeah, how to like build how to build a system, how to GM.
There's a lot of that out right now, but I think if I design the content to be digestible, like maybe to like dungeon master, like do a little skits and personas on YouTube Shorts, and then have a longer video. I'm really good at video editing. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to learn something new, but I have to because that's the effort, maximum effort. Sorry.
Welcome, Matt.
I
Okay.
sent you some wholesomeness.
I